Hey, Periscope. Sorry I didn't know you all were on already. I'm still trying to get on for those that are on Facebook. I'm just going to ask you all to excuse the mess. So if you like, please like and share the video. You're here on Facebook now. Go ahead and like and share. There are 3 buttons at the bottom for my Periscopers. Just go ahead and hit those 3 buttons and share. Invite those that you think will be interested in what I have to say tonight. I'm going to go ahead and bring in my Facebook family. Give me a moment. Okay, my Facebook family is in now. I'm going to wait for a few more people to come on. I just sent the notice out that I was coming on a few minutes ago. Excuse the blanket, it's a little chilly in here. So while I'm waiting for others to come on, just want to introduce myself for those who haven't been on here before, my first-time viewers. Hi, I'm Sherry Ellis, and I am chronicalizing my journey, video by video, from 9 to 5 to entrepreneurship. I've been here about 2 months, I guess I want to say. I know the full month of November, starting in October. And so now we're in the month of December. And so I try to come to you at least once a week to give you guys an idea of my journey from working 9 to 5 to full-time entrepreneurship. So generally what I want you all to do is just take the journey with me. If you're a 9 to 5er that is moving toward full-time entrepreneurship, please join me, like, follow. If you're on Facebook, you can find me at Sherry Ellis. Like and follow my page. I post a lot of things there. If you're following me here on Periscope, excuse me, if you'd like to follow me on Periscope, you can find me at Sherry Ellis. If you're an Instagrammer, I'm at Sherry Banks Ellis. And if you just love to tweet, I also have a Twitter handle. It is Ellis69SB. You can follow me on those platforms. A little later, I'll start doing more podcasts. And those podcasts are going to be geared toward things that, like when I have a lot of what I call information to share other than just what's going on in my world and my plans and lessons that I learned. Because part of my entrepreneurship journey, I am the owner of 2 businesses. One is SBE Designs, where I have a t-shirt line, an inspirational t-shirt line, as well as I do custom shirts. One of the shirts you see on my display there, that's one of the shirts that's part of my t-shirt line that you can find at sbedesigns.com. Please visit, please buy, please. I think you'll like the merchandise I have there. Every shirt that I create is part of what I'm going through in this journey, so it does have special meaning to me. Every item that you see on the website has special meaning to me. It's not just stuff I'm just throwing up there. I mean, when I have my Faith and Trust t-shirts are basically how I began the year of 2018, and it's been evolving from there. So tonight, I think last week when I met with you all, I said I was going to take a week to kind of just rest and concentrate on spending more time with God and just not trying to take on huge projects either at work or here at home or in my business. I just wanted to kind of relax and clear my mind this week to just start what I'm calling the new year for me. So during last week I had some time to reflect and just think about some things that I should be doing, things I need to stop doing, things that I'm glad, just my accomplishments and things like that. Good evening, everybody. I see you all joining me on Facebook. Thanks for stopping by. And so that's what I did last week. I did a lot of reflection, a lot of thinking, I had a few bittersweet moments. I think I shared earlier about we're decorating our office at my 9 to 5, and I'm a holiday person, and I decorate my office. I have a tree, have a wreath, and all of that other stuff. So it was bittersweet because I realized this time next year I won't be doing that. And then once I have to take all that stuff down, I'm like, what do I do with it? I don't need to bring it home because I have enough stuff here. Part of the reason why my workspace is so disorganized, pulling out bins, that's one of the other things I did this week. I finished decorating the house. If anyone knows me, has been knowing me for any period of time, I'm a big holiday decorating person. I like decorating, period. I mean, I just enjoy making a house feel like a home. But during the holidays, I have the outdoor wreaths and all of that, the lights, the Christmas tree, decorating, tablescapes and all that stuff. So I did a lot of that this week. I finished 95% of everything. So that's one of the things I did this week as well. Just kind of got into getting myself into the holiday spirit. And one of the ways I do that personally, between prayer and thanking God for Jesus, is decorating my house. And that's what I did. And my office. Been playing Christmas music all week. I'm the Christmas music girl at work as well. I found out this week. So another thing I did this week, like I was saying, I did a lot of reflection on my life this year. I had to face a lot of realities. One of the realities, I'm getting older. Over the years, you're getting older. I mean, every time you make a birthday, it lets you know you're getting older, and it also lets you know you've lived another year. Last month I did have a birthday, and I realized I'm getting older. With all that being said, realizing I'm getting older really makes my goal of walking away from my job in August of 2019 has a stronger meaning for me, because that means now I'm going to be a year older, and the reality is every year you become older, you're closer to dying than living, right? Okay. So I've always said I didn't want to be one of those people that are in my 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, however long God graced me to be on this earth, regretting not taking steps or not taking the leap or not taking risks. And so that was one of the things I reflected on, and one of the things I do realize I'm not taking enough risks. That sounds crazy. I'm not living on faith enough. That was one of the things that truly came to me this week. I'm not really activating my faith and trusting God enough, especially when it comes to business. My 9 to 5, I think I'm pretty good with that now. I mean, I'm to the point where some people may think it's nonchalant, but I'm kind of on the whatever happens, happens mode in respect to things I can't control. I can control how I perform, and as long as they're giving me a paycheck, I am obligated to give them 100%. And that's just the way it should be. In my business, on the other hand, this is more of a faith walk. I began this year with a faith walk with God, saying I was going to trust God and have faith that He is going to guide and lead me. And so this week, one thing I realized is that's the area I really need to work on, is building my faith up, because I already know there are going to be some things that is going to be the only way I'm going to be able to accomplish goals in my business, is to have my faith strong enough to know that if He showed it to me, if He told it to me, He's going to make it happen. And not worry about how it's going to happen, as much as knowing that He's going to make it happen, and He's going to show me how to do it when it's time for Him to show me how to do it. I'm a planner, and this walk with God has been a challenge for me because, like I said, I'm a planner. I'm one of those that will sit down and I have to write down every little detail if I can. I want to say this, planning isn't a bad thing, because the Bible does talk about counting the cost, and we do have to count the costs. Yet at the same time, if you truly believe it's a word He's spoken to you, even after you write it down and it doesn't make sense, you have to already know He's already worked it out, even though we can't see. That's where the faith comes in, guys. And Lord, I need a little, I need to work on that. So that was part of my reflection for this week, and being a 9 to 5er with a strong faith in God and believing that He'll work things out. This journey has been challenging. I'm just going to be honest. It's been challenging because what I see now and what He has shown me really a few years ago, y'all, they're not matching. I've seen things from God that would blow y'all's mind if I just shared everything. And if my husband's, he's watching, it would blow his mind. The things that God has shown me where I will be in the future. And I don't mean like 10 years from now. If for some reason it feels like it's going to be within the next 2 to 3 years. That is blowing my mind, because it it puts me in a spot that's totally not who I am as far as my personality. It puts me out there. It takes me in a place where my personality and what he has me doing don't even make sense. And that's when you know it's from God, when it don't make sense. I already said, when it don't make sense, that must be God. Okay, so that's what I did this week, guys. I just did some reflection, took some notes. I found myself listening to a lot of Bible lessons and speeches and sermons and just business advice and just things like that, but more on a relaxed mode versus a let me take notes and learn all of this today type mode. So that was my week last week, my week of rest. Now during this week of rest, of course, it's kind of hard to rest my mind because my brain is always going. I'm coming up with all these ideas and I'm trying to quiet my mind so I can hear from God and hear what he wants me to hear when I'm listening to other people of God and just listening to other business advice. And I'm trying to quiet my mind long enough to really take in the lessons he wants me to take from those experiences. So with all this information in my head and my rest and gotten my house decorated and my office, I'm just going to leave. It's going to get straightened up at some point. So now it's time for me to get to work. I've rested. I've gotten some new tools. I've gotten a fresh brain for fresh ideas. Just more clarity on what I need to do next. And what I need to do next is get to work. And getting to work is taking so many forms, between planning for the future of the business, planning more. I need planning more time to spend with God. I literally put him in my schedule, like waking up at 6, prayer time, study time, get dressed, go to work, that type of thing. So one of the things I will be getting to work doing, I guess, I don't know if that's correct English or not, is it's Sunday evening. Brain shuts down after 7. I know I have to start planning for, quote, 2019. If anyone's in business or even on your job, one of the big things you hear about now is planning for 2019. Thanks, guys, for coming in on Facebook and Periscope. I just want to make sure I acknowledge that everyone that's watching, I do appreciate the time you're taking out to listen to me. So I just want to put that out there real quick. So getting back, 2019, I know a lot of you all, if you're 9-to-5ers or whatever, you're hearing about 2019, the plans for 2019, what's your goals for 2019? And in a few weeks, we'll all be making these things called New Year's resolutions. I stopped making resolutions years ago. I've just said I'm going to do something. And I will put a date when I'm going to start, but I never say I'm going to start something on January 1st, because at the end of the day, January 1st is just the day after December 31st. The truth be told, right? So I know I need to start working on goals for the business. So what I plan to do the next 2 weeks, I'm just going to start writing stuff as it comes to me on pieces of paper. And fortunately, one of the things about my 9-to-5, I have a break for a full week. And I've committed to taking my full week break to really just putting together a detailed marketing plan, putting together a detailed sales, product, service type schedule for both of my businesses, for SBE Designs and SBE Consulting. Because I will say, with this process, I've been putting SBE Consulting, I don't want to say I've been shoving it to the side, but it hasn't gotten as much attention. And what God has shown me, that is where I need to really start focusing on for the next year, is on SBE Consulting. I will definitely still have my inspirational t-shirt line. I will definitely still do custom work for people as it comes in. But it's time for me to start building that part of my business empire that the Lord is the CEO of, by the way. So I do need to meet with God and get these goals together for 2019. So the week of, I have a Christmas break for a week. So that's going to be the main thing I'll be working on, is getting that together for both of my businesses for the upcoming year. Speaking of 2019 goals, right now I've been talking mostly about business because this Facebook Live is about my business journey. But like I said at the beginning, this is a spiritual journey for me. And those that are listening that are not familiar with me, I have stated before that God is running my business. So if He's running my business, I need to meet with Him on a regular basis and make sure that I'm on track with what He wants me to do in my business. And also another thing for 2019, I do see some ministry things coming out of what's about to happen with me. And I just said that out loud. Yes, I did. Ugh. Okay, Lord. All right. I'm just going to go ahead and sometimes you just got, you've been fighting stuff and I've been fighting stuff and I know, everyone runs from when they know God wants them to do something they're not comfortable with. And I just need to go ahead and do it because I just need to go ahead and do it. Yep. So 2019, y'all, is going to be some surprises coming out. I guess is the best way to say it. John doesn't even have a clue what's about to happen. I kind of don't have a clue of exactly what's about to happen, but I see some things that he's been showing me that, like I was saying earlier, does not match my personality. So look forward for that. So basically, like I said, tonight I wasn't going to keep you all on. Just wanted to give you a heads up on what's been going on in my past week. And so, like I said, this week I'm going to be concentrating on goals for the business. Well, not this week, really, for the rest of the month. Just concentrating on how I plan to move forward. Now, I'm putting 2019 goals, but if God says start it tomorrow, guess what? I'll be starting them tomorrow. I'm just using 2019 as just kind of a time frame per se, but not necessarily that's in stone. The only things I know in stone right now is August 31st, 2019. So knowing that, and that's another thing, that date is getting closer and closer. And that's a day God gave to me. So I really need to start paying attention and doing the things He is telling me that I should do so I can make sure that I am where He wants me to be by that date. So again, thank you all for taking out time to spend with me tonight. I know football is on. People do a lot of family things on Sunday evenings. I just want to thank you all for spending your time with me. Again, if you're joining me for the first time, I'm Sherry Ellis, and excuse me, and I'm just sharing with you my journey from 9 to 5 to full-time entrepreneurship. I'm the owner of SBE Designs and SBE Consulting. If you like to follow me on Facebook, I'm at Sherry Ellis. If you're a Periscoper and you prefer Periscope, I'm at Sherry Ellis there as well. Instagram, I'm at Sherry Banks Ellis. And Twitter, my Twitter handle is Ellis69SB. It's kind of weird. I tried to change it to something easier, but right now that's what I have. If I get a better Twitter handle, I'll share it with you guys. I'm not a big fan of it, but that's the only thing that wasn't taken at the time I created the Twitter account. But again, thank you guys. Have a good night. And yes, I am, for those that I have a couple of Alabama fans on here. Yes, I am wearing my purple and gold. Go Tigers. See LSU Tigers. Yes, I am bleeding purple and gold for you Alabama people. But I love you anyway because you're family. And of course, I've got my LSU t-shirt on. So yeah, it's a little cold here in Houston right now, so I'm a little bundled up in the house. So again, thank you guys for sharing. Thanks for your time. And I just want to wish you all a good night, a successful week, and God bless all. Thank you. Bye-bye.